What we're going to look at now is how we share files on Teams. And this is the point where it starts to get really quite interesting and really quite powerful actually. Imagine, for instance, that we were having one of these meetings like we've been doing so far in our posts, but we wanted people to either view, or particularly if we wanted them to be able to edit and collaborate on a document prior to that meeting. So let's imagine we wanted to talk about student concerns and we were going to come up with a list of students that we were going to discuss at that meeting as a bit of work beforehand. What we can do is go down to the bottom here, but we're going to attach a file using that classic paperclip, and we get some options. What you're probably going to do to start with is upload from my computer. You can use OneDrive. If you're happy to using OneDrive, then go ahead, that's absolutely brilliant. But let's imagine we're getting it from our computer. And what I've created is a simple little student concerns document. I'm going to do the same thing with this. So I'm going to put in a conversation here. I'm going to title it and do all the sort of normal stuff with it. So I'm going to add a subject here saying student concern meeting. And here, please read or please add any concerns to this document prior to the meeting. We can send that out, and do remember at this point to click that send button on it. It's a classic mistake. I've fallen into this loads of times. When you attach a file, you kind of expect it just to send straight away, but it doesn't. You have to send that, press that send button. But anyway, that's there now for everyone to see. It's also now put itself in this files tab at the top. So if you want to access that directly, it's just in there. And it's worth noting that each of these channels has a separate kind of little folder of stuff that has all the stuff related to that stored in there. So if you had only Key Stage 3 documents, that would only contain the files for Key Stage 3. But anyway, if we go back into the post, which is probably how most people access this to begin with, they click on that student concerns document, it will load up that document, not only to view it, but to edit it as well. Now, the really clever thing about this now is this is a totally collaborative document. Anybody who is part of that channel can now edit this document at the same time as well. So this totally gets rid of those kind of round robin style emails that I'm sure you've received, where it's you have to add on your details about a student or whatever it might be, or it gets rid of having that document stored on your local file store wherever you've got at school, and it might be locked by somebody, or you have to kind of rummage through all those folders to find it. It totally gets rid of that. So I could add in here my concerns, and other people could add into exactly the same document at the same time. And therein lies one of the really powerful things about Teams.